Pete Hegseth is brushing aside these new allegations, but if anyone in uniform had sent operational details to family members, they would likely be fired. Although, as of now, the president is defending Hegseth.
I think they need to kick rocks in their socks and let Trump and his people do their thing. They keep on saying sources say, who the hell is these sources? Are these the same sources that y'all probably paid to find whatever information that they possibly can find so that you can break down the Trump administration and try to get in front of whatever he's got going on? Like, there's always going to be somebody getting into the weeds and trying to F things up. That's what this seems like again. It seems like they're trying to F things up.
Calls for Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth to resign after sources told ABC that he shared details of a U.S. attack plan on Yemen in another group chat that included his wife and brother. Our chief global affairs anchor, Martha Raddatz, has the latest for us. Good morning, Martha.
Good morning, Robin. This morning, Pete Hegseth is brushing aside these new allegations, but if anyone in uniform had sent operational details to family members, they would likely be fired. Although, as of now, the president is defending Hegseth.
This morning, President Trump is publicly standing by Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth amid growing calls for his resignation.
Pete's doing a great job. Everybody's happy with him.
Just weeks after revelations that Hegseth sent highly sensitive military attack plans to administration officials on the commercial app Signal, sources now say Hegseth shared some of the same sensitive attack plans with his wife Jennifer and others on a separate Signal chain that he created. The Signal chat he shared with his wife, a former Fox News producer, included launch plans of F-18 fighter jets attacking Yemen, according to sources. Hegseth has also been under scrutiny for allowing Jennifer Hegseth into some meetings with foreign dignitaries, but Hegseth denying he did anything wrong.
We're changing the Defense Department, putting the Pentagon back in the hands of warfighters, and anonymous smears from disgruntled former employees on old news doesn't matter.
This comes after a week of chaos at the Pentagon, with some of Hegseth's own top aides escorted out of the building after a leak investigation. The aides denying they leaked anything to the press. One of those top advisors, Dan Caldwell, telling Tucker Carlson,
and we had people who had personal vendettas against us.
Yes,
and I think they weaponized the investigation against us.
And pushback on the Hill is coming as well. Republican Congressman Don Bacon, who serves on the House Armed Services, saying, I'm not going to tell the White House how to manage this, but I find it unacceptable, and I wouldn't tolerate it if I was in charge.
Congressman Bacon is the first sitting Republican to publicly criticize Hegseth, suggesting President Trump should fire the defense secretary. As for the leak investigation, these are not random top aides who were fired. They are senior advisors Hegseth himself brought into the Pentagon. George?
And Bacon is a retired Air Force general. Okay, Martha.
All right, so my opinion is this. I think they need to kick rocks in their socks and let Trump and his people do their thing. They keep on saying sources say, who the hell is these sources? Are these the same sources that y'all probably paid to find whatever information that they possibly can find so that you can break down the Trump administration and try to get in front of whatever he's got going on? Like, there's always going to be somebody getting into the weeds and trying to F things up. That's what this seems like again. It seems like they're trying to F things up. Is Pete Hegseth wrong for allowing this information to get out there? Yeah, he need to be more careful. You need to be more careful, but this ain't messing nothing up. But it's evident that they're trying to get rid of Pete Hegseth. They didn't want him to get the position in the first place. They kept saying that he was unqualified because he didn't have the college degrees to go along with the position. For some strange reason, that means a whole lot to people in Washington. The college degrees, you got to have the degrees. You got to have degrees. But this dude he's the man for the job, man. Let him do his thing. Now, every little thing that comes out, you already know that they want Trump to fail. They want him to fail miserably. They can't wait for him to fail. So when stuff like this comes out, they're going to be on the front line, making sure that everybody knows about it. They're going to be standing on their soapbox, yelling from the mountaintops that Trump effed up again, someone that he handpicked effed up again. All right. President Trump strongly backs Pete Hegseth, and he dismissed all concerns about the chat as a waste of time. And he's still praising his performance, stating that Pete's doing a great job, as we heard him say during his White House Easter egg roll on yesterday, April 21st, 2025. Now, Hegseth also denied sharing classified information, attributed the reports to anonymous smears by disgruntled former employees. Do you think the likelihood of that is true? Hell yeah, it's true. I mean, do you know how many people are pissed off right now that Trump won? How many people never thought that this would happen again? People don't like the new regime. They hate the new regime, man, because they not on the side that they thought that they can take advantage of for the next 20, 30 years, which is the Biden administration, everything that was put into place by them. So this whole thing is just trash, in my opinion. We have been helping people grow online. It has been absolutely amazing. We have helped many content creators get from zero to monetization in under 30 days. We even have a couple of these superstars who did it in 1 or 2 weeks. If you want to learn how to do YouTube, I don't care your age, I don't care what skills or talents you have. Trust me, I can help you do it effortlessly. Just reach out to me with the word coach and we can get it done. One more thing, we have a YouTube course that I just now created. I'm extremely proud of, and a lot of people are getting so much from. Purchase that course and work with us. You can join our private Facebook group and our daily group calls, which is 3 to 5 days per week, and you can learn so much more than you've ever learned before. I can't wait to hear from you. Love you. Peace. Over 3 dozen Democrats, including Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, I know y'all aren't surprised, and Senator Tammy Duckworth, demanded Hegseth's resignation or dismissal, citing reckless handling of sensitive information that could endanger troops. But these niggas never wanted to acknowledge how badly Biden was doing as the president in the last 4 years. They didn't want to arrest anybody. They didn't want to fire anybody. They didn't want to do anything that went against the Biden administration. But all of a sudden, they care about the troops. They care about sensitive information. They care about the country all of a sudden. They do not care about the country. They care about their positions. They care about their positions in power. They no longer have positions in power, and they need those positions again so they can stack the deck according to what benefits them. They want to pack their purses, man. Their bank accounts is, you know what I mean? They want them joints to look good and stay looking good, and they don't want anybody investigating them. Chuck Schumer is saying that somebody should be fired. F you, sir, respectfully. The Pentagon Inspector General is probing Hegseth's use of Signal. And while most Republicans have remained silent, Republican Don Bacon was the first congressional Republican to suggest Trump should fire Hegseth, highlighting concerns about his judgment. So there you have it. Now, do I think that everybody should be held accountable for their wrongdoing or their part in leaking any information? Hell yeah. Pete Hegseth need to tighten things up. If there's actual leaks coming from him and from him not knowing how to do his job properly, then yeah, he should be dealt with properly. You know what I mean? At least Trump should bring him into a room and just slap the hell out of him. But he got to make sure that he got some troops standing around to make sure that they stop Pete from going back on Trump, because Pete Hegseth will probably beat the brakes off of Trump. I mean, this dude is a trained. Was he Navy SEAL before? What was Pete Hegseth before? Was he a Navy SEAL? I don't know what he was. I know he was one of those military guys that can do it all as far as shooting, fighting. You know what I mean? Out in the trenches, dude. He's a bad dude. He was a Marine. He is a Marine. You know what I mean? And he still works out with them. Like, this dude worked out with the Marines. I mean, from beginning to end, they actually recorded the whole thing. So said he's a devil dog. But yeah, Schumer and them guys, man, they got an axe to grind, and it's not going to end. Like, they're looking bad right now. It is what it is.